Yo, yo, yo. Monday, fun day. Back on the grind. Back to the shine. What's up, party people? I got like 10 views in total. Yay. That's monumental. I don't watch these shits. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't. I don't even wanna. I already know it's in my head, so it's like looking in the mirror. I'm already looking in the mirror. It's crazy work, bro. Anywho, today I had something I wanted to talk about. I was thinking about it when I was driving in Atlanta to Atlanta for my last video. But I ain't even gonna talk about that, man. What the hell? I don't know if anybody is been paying attention to the news or anything. We got a lot of major events going on, and it's the world is changing slowly. Not even really slowly no more. The world is changing drastically on like a weekly, daily, monthly basis. You got AI beating down the door. You got crypto beating down the door. You got the stock market beating down the door. You got war knocking at every door and window. What I'm not seeing is the strategy, you know, or a collective strategy. There is no think tank or no agenda or narrative for you to fall into, if that makes any sense. And this is for people with eyes to ear, eyes to hear, and ears to see. Ears to hear and eyes to see. There's no strategy, bro. Like, I don't. You have a personal strategy. I have my personal strategy. And my personal strategy is going to get me so far. In order for any strategy to benefit a collective, the collective have to be in on the strategy. And I didn't get the memo for 2026, 2025, or 2024, 2023, 2022, or any of the era. There was no memo like, hey, this is what we're doing, this is the strategy. You know, the society and government puts out its information. And they kind of give you little breadcrumbs as to what their strategy is, but the timing of it is never what you bank on. It's never what you really prepare for or plan for. So it's like part of their strategy is to keep you off of your square and off of your timeline and off of, you know, whatever you got going on. Like Mike Tyson once said, everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the mouth. And you've seen the punches if you've been on this side of the dirt for the past 10 to 15 years, with COVID, with the elections, with the bombings, with the economy, with gas prices, with inflation, with what you call it, shrinkcation. Went into damn Publix to buy cheese, and it was a damn 11 pack of cheese, dog. When did they start selling 11 packs in cheese? 11 packs, bro. What happened to the 12? What happened to a dozen? You take one pickle out of a pickle jar, and if you take one pickle out of a pickle jar over a factory line of pickles, oh yeah, that's record-breaking profits. Now imagine you take 3 pickles out of a pickle jar. You just, and that's shrinkation. You know, it goes from 12 ounces to 11.5 ounces to 11 to 10.5 ounces to 10 ounces. And the shit just keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Meanwhile, the price is going up and up and up. So now instead of paying $3 for a dozen eggs, you're paying $3.75 for 10 eggs. Yeah. And that's the world we live in nowadays, guys. So what's the plan? What's the strategy? What is what is our collective bargaining chip? What is our union based on? Like, what is our human union based on? You know, we could get into, you know, the sex and religion and creed and da-da-da-da all day and all night long. Homie, I feel like if you breathe air and you've got 2 eyes, all that other shit could be hashed out after you've built something, after you've got something established, after you've got some type of I don't even want to say dog in the fight, but after you at least gotta have a dog. Ain't even gotta be a fighting dog, you at least gotta have a dog. You ain't even got a dog in a fight. You ain't even got no kibble and bits. There's no where is your factories? Where are your farms? Where are your friends? And your firearms. Those are the 4 F's. Factories, farms, friends, and your firearms. Where? In your community that you have a stake in, that you are a shareholder in. Your little bitty ass stocks that you got in Palantir and Lockheed, they don't give a shit about your little your 1,000 shares or whatever, man. That's if you got that much. Doubt you got any of that. Doubt you even slapping the nuts on the financial tip. And if you are cool, that's great. But still, you ain't in them damn shareholder meetings. They're not inviting you to the shareholder meeting and bring anyone on the planet and say, yeah, guys, we're going to do this. We're going to build this. We're going to build that. We got this lined up. We know so-and-so over there cutting up, so we're going to and do that. You're not involved in those. You're not in those rooms. You're not in those meetings. So be a friend to those who want to be a friend to you. And work with those that want to work with you. And use the network that you have access to. Because, like, you know, arms is way too short to try to box with God. And I don't know, guys. Like, I don't want to scream about hellfire and brimstone, because we're in hellfire and brimstone. This is it. This is it. We're smack dab in the middle of Revelations. Smack dab in the middle of that book. And everything's being revealed and being altered and being manipulated, and you know, we're just transfixed. We're transfixed. We're still transfixed like this. Still transfixed. Ain't moving. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen if you don't take action? Even the wrong actions is probably better than no action. Because you can come back from a wrong. You can't come back from just being a sitting duck. Oh yeah. What did they say? I'm gonna end this video on this with this analogy. I know everybody's heard, or if you haven't heard, about the boiling frogs and how if you're cooking live frogs, you put them in the pot, and instead of putting them in hot water, you put them in warm water, and then slowly turn the temperature up until it gets hot enough to cook the frog and kill him. That's not real. That's not real. A real frog is gonna jump out of that fucking hot ass water. That's what a real frog is gonna do. So that whole parable about boiling frogs, that's bullshit. A real frog is gonna jump out of that fucking hot ass water once he realizes that shit is getting hot. You're here. You don't feel this water getting fucking hot, and your ass ain't trying to jump out. You're not a real frog. I don't know what you are, but you're definitely not a real frog. This shit's getting hot. It's time to hop your ass out that pot. If this motherfucker's gonna boil, it's gonna boil more people than it's not. And if you ain't ready for that water to get hot, if you ain't looking up and kind of, oh shit, okay, well, when I jump out, I can jump over here. When I jump out, I can jump over here. Get out this door, get out that door. I'm getting the fuck out of here. They ain't finna just cook my ass just all willy-nilly and put some salt and pepper on my ass and just feed me up. So y'all gotta ask yourself, am I a real frog? Am I really paying attention? Am I really here? Am I really awake? Am I really aware? Am I really taking a inventory of just the status of the world in the statue of the world, the statue of the world? Real frogs. Where you at?